Guys, welcome to the channel. Bedros, Keuilian here. Hope you guys are doing great. We're going to answer the question that many people are asking: is porn really that bad for you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to state the facts. I'm going to let you come to the conclusion whether pornography is bad for you or not. And the reality is that many of you are probably going to have excuses that will lead to, well, I only do it in moderation, that it's not that bad for me after all. And oh, by the way, it actually helps me out. And if it truly does help you out and it gives you some kind of edge, great, go with it. But for the rest of you who want to watch this short video, I'm going to let you know if porn is truly bad for you and how you will know and what effects you can expect based on the research that I've done on studies that have been taking place since 2011 until now. And plenty of research has been taking place. So first off, welcome to my private gym, BK Strength. That's the mats that we do jiu-jitsu on. This is where me and my clients and my staff and my family work out, and friends, of course. And this is also way in the back there, and through those double doors is where I keep some of my fun rides. But let's talk about pornography. Is it really that bad for you? So research after research continually shows us that pornography may be something that you might want to consider not doing. And here's why. It is a vice, it is an addiction, and it does create dependency. And if you're like, look, I do it in moderation and I only have a dependency, it's not an addiction, my question to you is, don't you want to use more of that time to do the things that you want to achieve and accomplish in life instead of end up watching pornography and doing the thing that causes shame and guilt? So thing number one that porn is known for is causing shame and guilt. And when you start feeling shame and guilt are very low on the vibrational frequency chart. See, all of us, everything on this planet has a vibrational frequency. The higher your vibrational frequency, the better, the higher the energy you are. The lower your vibrational frequency, the more fatigued, tired, depressed, sad, anxious that you are. And when you're watching pornography, it's something that you're not proud of. It's something that you keep secret. It's something that you feel shame and guilt about, and shame and guilt rank very low. The bottom three of shame, guilt, and regret rank the lowest in vibrational frequency. And so if you are watching porn and you're feeling shame and guilt, you are vibrating at a very low level, which means your frequency is at a very low level, which means you're not accomplishing a lot in life. You're not happy. You're not joyful. Instead, you're anxious, depressed, and you feel lethargic. Am I right or am I right? Number two, pornography gives you cheap dopamine hits. There's nothing cheaper and faster in terms of getting dopamine than pornography. And so when we condition our bodies to get cheap, quick dopamine hits without putting out effort and energy to accomplish anything, we begin to condition our minds that the only time I'm looking for dopamine is through a cheap and relatively easy source. Pornography is it, right? And so when now you want to actually get something done, accomplish something, put one foot in front of the other, check off the boxes, move forward throughout your day, be productive, you're not going to get anything done. Those things that you would get done through accomplishing things, being productive, being a great member of society, you're not going to do much of, because the dopamine hits you get from there are going to take longer. It's going to take more effort, and it's going to take more time. And you certainly don't want to put that time in when you've conditioned your brain to get cheap, easy dopamine hits from pornography, right? So that's thing number two that's damaging.
Hey guys, quick interruption to the show. Let me tell you all about the Keuilian Wellness Shot. If you're like me and you care about your health, hydration, and building a strong immune system so you can stay active and you can get after it in life, then you want to try the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I used to take 11 different supplements in the morning, things like vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B12, echinacea, ginger, and a whole bunch more. Now it's all included in the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I want to send you a 30-day supply for 50% off. Just go to Keuilian.com, use the code word Bedros, my name, to get 50% off. You'll also get free shipping. You get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, and $1 of every order goes to Shriners Children's Hospital. And when you use the code word Bedros and do the subscribe and save, which is a Keuilian Tribe program, every month you'll get a fresh supply of Keuilian Wellness Shots for an additional 20% off and free shipping, and $1 of every monthly order will go to Shriners Children's Hospital. So go to Keuilian.com, use code word Bedros, and take advantage of this amazing offer. Now back to the show.
Thing number three is it creates a false expectation. What that means is study after study shows that people that watch pornography, even at a level of not addiction, but just dependency and moderation, studies show that, 2016 study shows this, that when you watch it, what ends up happening is it creates a false expectation. So when you go home to your honey or when you eventually get married, or you have a girl, the expectation that you have from her and the expectation that you have in terms of sex, in terms of lovemaking, is very different because you are used to watching porn. You are used to watching people doing crazy shit with crazy things. And, well, the reality is your honey's probably not going to be able to pull that off. They're not going to meet those expectations of a porn star, of threesomes, foursomes, objects, ball gags, and all the weird shit that you might be into. And look, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to tell you the facts, right? And so now if the expectation is not met, guess what happens? It is called porn-induced erectile dysfunction. And now we're seeing teens and people in their young men in their 20s experiencing pornography-induced erectile dysfunction for the first time. And that is because when you are watching pornography for a prolonged period of time, you are developing this expectation in your head that can't be met in reality, and therefore you can't get an erection, you can't get hard, you can't get aroused, and therefore your body doesn't want to function. Now that's pretty damaging to a relationship, and your honey might feel like, well, dude, you're not attracted to me. You're not into me. What the hell, right? And so what the other thing that pornography does is men begin to objectify women. And when you start looking women as objects, you no longer see them as a life partner, as a friend, as someone that you care for, someone that you value. That's not a cool thing, right? Now, I mean, when you think about it, if you've got a mom, you've got a sister, you've got a daughter, you've got a spouse, you wouldn't want them to be objectified, right? And so think about it that way. And so for all these reasons, pornography is a very damaging thing. The reality is that it is easily accessible. It is not like the times when I grew up, when I would find one old VHS tape in my dad's sock drawer at the very bottom, and I'd pop it in, into the VHS player, and I'd watch some old grainy 1970s silly little porn, and that was the extent of it. Today, it's so easily accessible. The weirdness is at the highest level. The amount of content available, like there's no end to it. And the amount of time suck, energy suck, focus suck, the guilt and the shame and the cheap dopamines that you will acquire from it are simply not worth it. And so if you find yourself feeling depressed, anxious, and unmotivated after a bout of pornography, cruising and scrolling, it's because you're experiencing all these things that come from addiction and dependency on porn, and your life is probably not going to be as happy and as fulfilled and as meaningful as it could be if you cut out pornography from your life. So those are the facts. That's what I'm telling you. The reality is, why the fuck would you want to watch something that you feel so much shame and guilt and regret about that you would never tell your friends? You're living incongruently with the version of the man that you want to be when you're watching pornography. You're not proud of yourself. It's not something that you accomplish. You're not going to go posting about it and flexing about it on social media. And so why do it, right? And this is the whole thing with pornography. If you're not going to talk about it, you're not going to boast about it, if you don't feel like you can flex about it, it's probably something that's not congruent to the version of the man that you want to be. So why do it? So my big challenge to you is this: give yourself a 90-day pornography fast, right? Cut it cold turkey, stop, and instead work out more, eat clean, meal prep, show gratitude, journal, start focusing on your life's goals that are actually going to be things that are meaningful to you. And when you do that, who knows, maybe after 90 days, you completely stop watching porn and you become the best version of yourself, the man that you're proud of, and your body's frequency goes to a higher level of abundance, joy, and fulfillment, and you're no longer feeling depressed, anxious, and feeling like you suck at life. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you like this, please share it. Please leave a comment, give it a thumbs up. I really want to help change the hearts and minds of men. I want to help so many men, millions of men, grow and thrive and become the 2.0 versions of themselves. So if this message resonates with you, if you see truth in this, you feel the truth in this, please give me a like, subscribe, because 74% of you who are watching this are not subscribed, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Peace.